Do not, pause for dramatic emphasis, buy a scooter with solid tires, especially if you're looking at affordable scooters like the two behind me. This is the Segway CT Pro for $299, and this one has solid tires. And this is the Rictor Aero, also for $299, which has air-filled tires. Solid tires, especially if they're cheap, and on scooters like these with no suspension, will destroy the ride and feel. Just have a listen to the Segway on these sidewalk lines. You feel every bump, every crack, every line, every little tiny rock. There's no give in the solid tires. Now I'm gonna do that same stretch with the Rictor that has the air-filled tires. Oh man, that is a night and day difference. I can still feel the sidewalk lines, but it's like less than half as jarring as it was with the solid tire Segway. Let's do one more test. This is a pretty old road, basically your standard road in most cities, at least here in Utah. We've got the solid tire Segway. Let's see how it handles the stretch. I think the best demonstration here is just listening to me talk. You can, as I start to go faster and faster, you can hear the vibration in my voice, and my feet are vibrating like crazy. A night and day difference again. It's like I'm not even on the same road. With the solid tire scooter, that felt like a rough road. This road could have been brand new. It's crazy that these scooters both cost $299. It really is just a complete different ride and feel. So if you don't want your eyeballs to vibrate, you don't want your feet to fall asleep, and you don't want your nose hairs to itch like crazy, I would definitely get a scooter with air-filled tires. Now that being said, and I gotta give some leeway to solid tires because there are advantages. Well, there's one advantage. And that, of course, is flat tires. Here in Utah, we get these nasty weeds that grow along the side of the trail. When they're growing, they're green, they flower, they're beautiful. But when it stops growing and the drought comes, there's no water.
They start to brown. The once beautiful flowers wither into nasty thorns in the relentless summer heat, brittle and sharp, before being swept into the paths of the unwary by the whispering wind.
Son of a! Now when that happens, like it just did to this scooter a few moments ago, there's a bunch of stuff on Amazon that you can use to prevent them from going flat. There's a really good one called Slime, which will last for 2 years. I'll have the link for that in the description. So yeah, flat tires are a pain in the butt, but that is an easy fix, and that's the route that I would go. All right guys, so now that we have decided and have all come to the same conclusion that air-filled tires are just better, let me tell you a little bit more about this scooter. Well, first off, you have a disc brake and EBS braking with one lever on the left side. And then with an entry-level scooter, the acceleration isn't that poppy as you would expect. You have to kick it a little bit and it's pretty slow off the line. But when you compare it to the other $300 scooter, it's like twice as powerful. Now, my 3 favorite features about this. The first is the ride and feel. It's super quiet. The second thing is how big it is. Usually entry-level scooters are tiny. They got a small deck, low handlebars, and a very narrow grip. This one has the opposite. You got a very long deck. It wraps up here in the front, just looks nice. I'm a 5'11" guy, and you can see the handlebars are in the perfect position for me. And then your grip, that's actually pretty wide. And I like how at the very top, they curved the stem to push the handlebars out, which gives you more room in the cockpit, which makes it more comfortable. That was the whole point of me saying that. I also like the nice grips and the thumb throttle, which has the LCD screen built into it. And you got a nice flick bell. Just flicking that bell like a little flicker. Something I don't see on cheaper scooters are headlights and taillights, and this has both. And when you hit the brake lever, that does flare up. Now, I haven't heard of Rictor until just a couple months ago, and they only have a few models, but these guys are on the right path. If this is the quality you get with their cheapest model, ooh, I'm excited to find out what these guys do with a higher end scooter. I'm super impressed with the quality. If you want to check out more scooters that I thought were awesome for the price, got a couple of them here on the screen, so go check those out. As always, thanks for watching and take care.